Coach, just talking about last Saturday, getting the first win in the season, and struggled a little bit early, but then you made a change to go to your bench, and that really guided you guys, and you were able to get some turnovers and get some easy buckets, and that kind of propelled you from there.
Yeah, we've been discussing the first 4 minutes, the last 4 minutes, and you heard me say it before, of coming out of the locker room and making sure we get a good start. And unfortunately, the starters didn't have the greatest start ever. But when I went to the bench, and the bench is always ready, they brought that energy off the bench. Coming off the bench was Yasmin. Coming off the bench was Jewel, and got right into the press and immediately began to turn around how the game feels. And they did a good job. Once I got the starters back up in there, they were able to feed off of the energy of the bench and keep things rolling. So I was glad that I did have some people to come out off the bench ready to go when our starters had a little slow start last game.
And what we kind of noticed as well is that Raven really took off, and you mentioned about the effort of Yasmin as well. The post scoring has been there throughout the last several games, and it's only gotten better. Just getting more high percentage shots and getting good looks inside and getting those looks off turnovers.
I think that inside presence is so important for us this year. We didn't have a very strong inside presence on last year, so that's been a point of emphasis for us to take a lot of pressure off of our guards. Everybody knows about Octavia. Everybody knows about Danielle. You know, Jewel, Angela, Kayla Monday, who's a freshman. It's not going to be a secret by conference. Randy Brown, who's a freshman, not going to be a secret. So we have to have a balanced attack. So we've been emphasizing in practice that we have to have an inside post presence. And I'm very proud of the effort from Raven Coleman, from Yasmin, and of course Haley Matthews have had a real strong inside presence. And then Mahilde had that breakout game against Mississippi State. So I'm glad that we're getting production from on the inside, and I continue to look to go inside as an option.
And it's almost going to balance itself out to where, like you said, everybody knows about Danielle and Octavia and the guard presence as well. And when people start to key in on the post a little bit more, that opens it up from the perimeter.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit more confident. And I think last year, many people were able to focus on the guards because we didn't have that inside presence. And it is going to present a balance now because you can't just focus on them because they realize now that the post players are coming on and they're feeding them. They're feeding off of each other. They're looking forward to getting the ball inside and encouraging them to go to work. And now the post players are being a little bit smarter on when they do go inside. And if I don't have it, then I still can kick it back outside. And, you know, the job will get done out there. So we're finally getting this balance now. We're getting chemistry among them and looking good doing it. So proud of them.
And we talked about all throughout last season and then started this year as well about the little things, doing the little things right. And turnovers were cut down, but most importantly, the foul shooting. 13 of 16 from the line. Didn't get a lot of opportunities, but you cashed in what you got.
You know, when you're in a game like Crowley Ridge, you have to set goals. You know, it may seem like a game that was out of reach, you know, pretty early once we got it going. And, you know, you could get unfocused, but I had specific goals set for those young ladies that game that was going to help us in the future. And one of those was you had to be at least 80% this game. I wasn't accepting anything less than 80% from the free throw line. And really, we ended the game with 18 turnovers and 12 was their goal. So we ran for those because we shouldn't have had 18 turnovers versus Crowley Ridge. So try to give them some specific goals to focus on that game that are little things. And as I've always said, those little things make big differences. And when you take care of the ball, when you step to the line. And that's what I'm focusing on and pushing right now with the post players. Because last game, we got 84 possessions. Got 84 possessions, and we're going to get those inside looks. When we get those inside looks, either the post players have to score the ball or they have to step up to the free throw line and knock those free throws down. So that is a little detail that we're placing much more emphasis on that hopefully will produce big results.
And next Monday, of course, you play against Oklahoma State. On resume alone from last year, a team that made the Sweet 16, 20th ranked in the country this year, only loss was to number 6 North Carolina. Just talk a little bit about what you see from this opponent, the biggest opponent that you had in non-conference.
Oklahoma State is a good team. I've been watching a lot of film on them since Crowley Ridge, but, you know, we're going to go up in there and play like we're number 19. That's what I've been telling my girls, act like you're number 19 and they're number 20. You know, we just finished the scouting report. They just had their first look at them. And the thing that those girls have this year that I didn't see a lot of last year is confidence. And we're not playing names on jerseys. We're playing 5-on-5. We will respect every opponent. We have the utmost respect for Oklahoma State. But we're going to go in cowgirl country and compete a little bit.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.